It's Saturday, November 19th at 7:31 p.m. and I'm taking a video of my rabbits to prove they are not in any health danger or in any danger at all whatsoever. This is Velvet, and she is my little mini Rex Netherland Dwarf mix short-haired brown rabbit. These are my Jersey Woolies. I rescued a female and a male from a backyard in Ferndale in April because somebody had let go of a litter of 6, and I did pick up a male and a female, and that's the female right there. That's Lilo, and that little girl down there is Ellie. The little boy in the back is Jersey, and then there's another one. Oh, that's Pugsley. So there's Lilo, the mom, and the her 3 babies. So there's 4 in there. They're all doing very well. They have bedding on in their fur because their fur is at a stage where it's very fine, but it's also very thick, so it just kind of holds on to everything. So there they are. There's food. There's bedding, there's hay, there's water. In Velvet's cage, there is food, bedding, hay, and water. Down here, there are 2 males, and I am adopting them out, so I don't have names for them. But they're from the same litter as Velvet up here. And so these 2 will be adopted out. And as you can see, they've got a place to play and hide under. They've got bedding, they've got hay, they've got food, and they've got water. Then down here, there's Chewy. And Chewy is a Netherland Dwarf who was born with 1 eye. I've taken him to the vet a couple of times for his eye infection. Basically, he's got, let's see if I can get a picture of it here. On that side, on his left side, his eye is really non-existent. So there's a hole, and there's his eyelids, but the eye is non-existent. So things gather in there, and I have taken him to the vet. He was given antibiotics, anti-inflammatory medication, and eye antibiotics along with the antibiotics that he was taking internally. It's really, there's, and of course he always has his good eye out here, so I can't really get a good picture of it, but I do take care of it every day with Veriticin, I believe it's called, ophthalmic gel. I clean his eye out every day, and I keep it as clean as possible. The vet said that there's no reason she can see for either removing what little eyeball there is or sewing his eyelids shut. So that's from Dr. Perriott from Parkway Small Exotic Animal Pet Vet. I think that's what it's called. Parkway Small Animal and Exotic Pet Vet, I believe it's called, or Vet Hospital. Here's Onyx. She's a little girl, and as you can see, she's doing fine. She's got her bedding, her hay, her food. It's right there. Oops. Her food's right there in a bowl, and her water. Then here is Stitch. He is the other Jersey Woolly that I rescued in April. I have people that would attest to the fact that, yes, I do take good care of my rabbits, and that, yes, I did go out and rescue them. It was freezing cold when I rescued them. He was in really bad condition. I had to shave all of his matted fur, and he was just, I mean, in bad shape as far as his fur and his claws, and I had to clip both of their nails, and I mean, they were just in bad physical condition. And now they're happy, warm, and safe. And so that's Stitch. You can see he has clean bedding, he has hay, and I just put food in that bowl, but there's another bowl right next to it where there's food, and also there's food. Of course, he comes over here. There's food in the bowl behind him, because he does tend to knock his dishes of food over. Now behind there, the window is broken, and that's due to Tim slamming the window and breaking it, and I had to tape it shut the other day, so I don't know what is going to be done about that, but that's the situation there. And then up here, there's Paisley, and there's her 8 babies. They're 4 weeks old, so in 2 weeks they will be ready to be adopted out. They're already on Facebook, or I'm sorry, Craigslist to be adopted out, and within usually a week or 2 of me posting, all of the bunnies will get adopted. So her litter will be adopted in the next couple of weeks. That's Paisley, that's the mama. She's a good girl mama. And the babies are eating the hay back there, but there's a bunch of hay. They're on it. There's their food, bedding, and water, which I have to fill about 3 times a day. But these guys will all be adopted out soon, and they still nurse, so that's why she's still in there with them, and that's why they're all in there together right now. So this is the area where the rabbits are kept. And as you can see, it's not a bad place for a rabbit to be at all. And they do get let out to play. I play with them all the time. I put them on the bed with me with several blankets on top, so that when they go to the bathroom, I just wash the blanket on top. But there's Velvet, Lilo, Ellie, Jersey, and Pugsley. The 2 brown ones that are 2 brown males that will be adopted out. That's Onyx, Chewy with the 1 eye, and it's Chewy for Chewbacca. That's what they named him at the vet when I first brought him in. And then Paisley and her babies are up there, and Stitch, the other Jersey Woolly, is here. So I saved 2 rabbits from the wild, and I take very good care of them. I will be documenting that on a daily basis. since apparently there are people who say I don't take care of my rabbits, and I will be documenting this daily. But why would I ever rescue 2 rabbits, these Jersey Woolies, who are the best rabbits in the world, only to release 11 of them into the wild, which is what my ex-boyfriend Tim Carney did. He stole them while I was sleeping and let them go in the wild. He said first it was a pet store that he let them go in front of a pet store. Then I knew he was lying about that because security cameras could catch him. So then he told me it was Lake Erie Metro Park. I contacted them. They said that no car to that description or with his license plate ever entered or exited that park that day. So then finally he told me it was at Palmer Park where he released the rabbits. He took me there in the middle of the night, Sunday night, and I couldn't find anything. There were just a bunch of leaves and twigs.